So I think often when people think about California's water resources, they're thinking about our snowpack, our rivers, our streams, but a really important and less seen part of our water system is our groundwater. So this is everything that is sort of under the Earth's surface that we're pumping out via wells. And it actually is 40 to 60% of California's water usage every year. So like half of our water usage is what we're pumping out. This amount increases during drought years when we have less of that precipitation for all of the things that we use water for. And historically, groundwater was not regulated in any way. It was really tied to private property. So if you owned a property, you could drill a well and pump out the water you wanted. Our surface water has been really, really tightly regulated pretty much forever since California has been a state. But groundwater is in sort of a legal fiction that the two groundwater and surface water resources are not connected. Of course, these are interconnected resources, right? Groundwater flows into our streams and can be replenished or, vice versa. But we live in this legal framework that treats them separately. And so back in 2014, we had been experiencing a pretty serious multi-year drought. And we were seeing more and more issues with our groundwater resources. So there are a number of things that Sigma seeks to address, but mostly it's when we've just pumped too much out. We run the risk of running out of our groundwater resources, right? As the groundwater is pumped out, the earth can actually shrink. That's called subsidence. That can result in cracking of our canals and other kinds of infrastructure, which also hurts our surface water conveyance. It was leading to increased contaminants, which had really negative impacts for folks who rely on wells for drinking water. And we see, seawater coming in along the coast. So there's a long range of issues. And of course, folks seeing wells going dry, both for irrigation and for drinking water purposes. So the state made at the time, really unpopular decision to say, okay, no more, everyone gets to pump what they want. We are switching to some efforts for sustainable groundwater usage. What this means is that they went with a local control approach. So there are subbasins that the Department of Water Resources has established. So each of these subbasins has groundwater sustainability agencies, which are reporting to the Department of Water Resources. Um, these local agencies are then determining, what is a sustainable amount to be pumping out? What do demand management actions look like? And how are we managing this on the whole? So I think for folks who are new to the concept, one of the most important things to understand is this looks really different based on where you are in the state, because it's meant to be really focused on what are the local hydrologic conditions.